Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back to the Uncomfortable Conversations with your host E. Today we're going to be talking about co-parenting, parallel parenting, and the dysfunction that happens in the midst of that sometimes. Today we're gonna have Dave on, and I do have to do a small disclaimer. We are not professionals. We are not giving out professional advice. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and we are sharing what we learned on this experience. And hopefully, you can learn something too and teach us something too. We encourage commenting and engaging. And I'm finna bring Dave on now. Say adding. Let's see what it's saying. Say adding Dave. Usually you pop right in. Hey Coco girl. I don't know it's adding Dave. We're gonna see. We're gonna let it twirl and then I'll cancel it. Let's see. Mm, already request. We're gonna run through. I didn't do 10 questions for this one, but because these questions are a little deep in detail and it's gonna take up if I would have did 10 questions, it would have took up more than way more than an hour. Um and then I only have one guest on. When it's multiple guests, it take a little bit longer. I only have one guest on today. Dave, I don't know why it's giving us the hard time today. I don't want to ask you. Hold on. You might have to go out and come back in, Dave. Who y'all is hump day Wednesday? Oh God. It's almost over. Did you, Dave? You heard me. Let me see. You might have to close Facebook out and then reopen it. It's not letting you join. I don't know why it's not letting you join. Y'all, but the topic today for everybody that's just not tuning in, the topic for today is co-parenting, parallel parenting, and a dysfunction that does and can occur in those dynamics. Dave, he gonna be on as my guest today. And we're just gonna run through about 9 questions. Um, Very interesting. Some information I wish I would have had prior to engaging in co-parenting. A lot of useful tips and stuff on my end. I'm sure Dave got a lot of a lot of stuff as well. Let's see if it bring them up now. Let's see. Add send request. Okay, say adding. There you go, Dave. See, I don't know why this thing be doing this on one too.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, when they want you to upgrade these iPhones, they do everything they
It
can to keep
do.
it from working. Somebody
Man.
let Facebook access to your microphone and camera. They
And
been had
camera.
access. They been had access to it. What you talking about? Shit. Had to
Oh
do
my
a
God.
had to do a restart. My bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey,
Okay.
I caught the first part of what you were saying as far as your disclaimer. Hey, look, I don't know if you put in there, hey, look, don't let nothing I say make y'all mad either.
Okay. I would piss people off every day. I piss people off every day on that
Oh
little
yeah,
page,
definitely,
okay? With them
definitely.
little words and them little
They,
letters, I'll be pissing people
they,
off, okay? Every day,
they,
be.
they'll be all right.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, they
Won't be the
will.
first time they'll be mad. So our topic today is co-parenting and parallel parenting and dysfunction. So the first question, Dave, is what's the difference between co-parenting, parallel parenting, and how do you know which one your situation actually requires?
Now, because I've seen that. What is your definition of parallel
Okay, so
parenting?
parallel parenting is when you have that situation where it often happens in situations where the other parent isn't mature or still
Ah,
holding on to emotional baggage. So whatever
say,
they do at their house is what they do, and whatever you do at your house is what you do. That's called parallel
say,
parenting.
say
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
Say less. I got
Yeah.
you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
no,
So
well,
yeah.
the difference to me, well, is because I know exactly, that
Hmm.
experience as far as the parallel parenting. I mean,
Right.
co-parenting to me, of course, when both of y'all on the same page, like
Yeah.
you're not letting the kids, go against, letting y'all putting y'all against each other, because again, they're kids.
Right.
They will do that,
They will.
they will, because when I first went through my situation, my little divorce or whatever, the kids just knew, oh, we about to double up on everything. Oh, it's about to
Yes. That's
two
what it
Christmases,
is.
two birthdays. Nah, bro,
Yeah, yeah. You'd be
we
surprised how
ain't
some of
doing
these
that.
kids be relieved about the breakup.
Yeah,
Sometimes the kids be relieved about the breakup, like,
yeah.
yes, finally
I,
some peace. You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I hate to say it. All three of mine was like, "Fuck it, we good, bruh.
We
Shit,
good. We
you
cool.
you good, we
You
good, bruh.
good. Kid,
Shit,
you
we
good. Y'all
good,
cool.
we
Yeah.
good." Now you want to see it that? Hell no, we good. Shit, we good. Shit, we good.
Okay,
Like,
so so how would somebody be able to tell which parenting style works for their dynamic? Like how would you be able
I,
to tell, like somebody be
I,
like, oh, like should we co-parent or parallel parent? Like,
see,
what
to
what
me,
what would be some red flag, like some like, okay, this is definitely a co-parenting situation. This is somewhere where you need to parallel parent. Like
well,
what's something, yeah.
me and mine, you know what I'm saying. I mean, we try to co-parent, but
Right.
our heads clash so much together.
Okay. That okay.
It it
Okay.
it
Okay.
it, 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 it ends
So if
up
it's a
being
lot of
a parallel.
clashing, okay.
Yeah.
So if it's a lot of clashing, you recommend parallel parenting.
Well, I mean, I don't recommend it. No, I recommend co-parenting. Period. I mean,
Okay.
because parallel parenting, hell, hey, look, now you end up, hell, on Christmas, you got the kids walking around here with two Drake beats, two pair of the same Jordans and everything. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
no, I definitely recommend co-parenting. But at the same time, parallel parenting it's all on a mature thing. It takes maturity to co-parent. First of
Yes, it
all,
do. Yes, it do.
Pa-
Yeah, it do.
pa- parallel people is I'm not gonna say they both immature, but it's somebody. If you
Some,
parallel,
mhm, mhm.
somebody in that situation is immature.
Exactly,
That's
exactly,
just that.
exactly,
It's
exactly.
just that.
That's the
That's
yeah, it's just that. So
bottom
yeah,
line.
that's exactly what I was gonna get to. So co-parenting requires emotional maturity, open dialogue, no
Yeah.
lingering resentment, shared structure. That means y'all share the same rules, share the same discipline, share the same routines. Like no matter if they here or there, they going to bed at 9 o'clock. No matter if they here or there, they got the same routine.
Yeah.
Y'all respect each other even after the separation. Those are kind of healthy co-parenting situation. It works when both adults can separate their feelings from their responsibilities.
Right.
Can you separate your feelings from your responsibilities? That'll make you a great co-parenter.
Right.
Parallel parenting happens when there's a division in structure, rules, discipline, communication is minimal or hostile. They not communicating with you, or it's hostile communication. They
Mm-hmm.
passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
They replace cooperation. Is not a
Yeah.
partnership. It's like management. In those situations, like you said, it's because one party or both parties immature,
Right.
so they parallel parenting.
Right.
Absolutely,
Well,
absolutely.
damn. Here it is, thinking I've been co-parenting all this time, and I'm, I'm fucking parallel
It be
parenting.
like that. It be like that. It
Damn.
be like that. We never know. We never know until we get like definitions and be able to name it and stuff. Cause yeah,
Yeah.
hit me 5 years ago with parallel parents, and I'm thinking something you made up. Okay, I'm be like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Question two. Question two. At what point does keeping the peace become self betrayal in a parenting dynamic?
You say it becomes self-betrayal?
Yeah. At what point does keeping the peace become self betrayal in a parenting dynamic? Um, how can I explain it? So I'll give you my answer. It
I,
becomes okay. Go ahead. You want to go?
no,
You
go
want to
ahead, go
go?
ahead, go ahead, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Okay. I said it becomes self betrayal when boundaries disappear, drop offs are inconsistent, one parent doesn't follow through. You tolerate unsafe behaviors to avoid conflict. That's not peace, that is avoidance. And when safety or stability is compromised, yes, it's that deep. So anytime somebody leaving your kids at school or they leaving them somewhere or they not picking them up on time, it not only put them in a dangerous situation, it also cause internal conflict, anxiety, all kind of other issues stem from that. So if you just don't say nothing like, huh, I don't feel like arguing, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like at what, yeah. So the
It,
question was, at what point does keeping the peace become self betrayal? I just say when you don't speak up. That's how I feel. If you don't speak up.
I was about that. Damn, you just took the word right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Shit. When, hey, look, when you don't, I was gonna say it today. When you don't say shit, you know what I'm saying?
When,
Like you just,
mhm.
hey, like okay, that other parent wants the kid to do this, but
You
you
don't
don't
agree.
agree. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That like let my daughters listen to Sexy Red and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Oh
don't
yeah, yeah.
approve, but you know what I'm saying? But hey, if that's what you and your ratchet homegirls go out and blast, you know what I'm saying? So be it. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Try to hit the skip button, you know what I'm saying? When my, you know,
Yeah,
so
like
when
be
my daughters were,
conscious. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you know, I had to learn the hard way on that one as far as to protect my damn peace, man. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same, if you giving that person everything they
Hmm.
want, that's not protecting your peace. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Especially
not.
if you don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Because me, you know, like I was at the beginning, you know, like listening, like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna work with you on that, work with you on that. But then certain things it's just became it seems
Too
like
much.
it's
It kept
yeah, it's
pushing, pushing and pushing. He ain't
just
gonna
like
say
yeah, you
no.
trying yeah, you like
Yeah.
you just trying to
Hmm.
test me now. You trying to push
Yeah.
and see my limits. So here we go. We're gonna cut this right here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean you definitely going hey look, once you cut that, hey, there's your piece right there.
That's
Shit.
your piece right there. That's your
You
piece.
letting that person
Strong
know not to
boundaries.
mess.
There's nothing wrong with saying no.
Yeah,
Strong
you know.
boundaries gonna keep you
And
tight.
hey, you know, and that's hey, I got knocked for that too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
During my situation as far as what they say
Yeah, they'll start calling you a cooperative because they manipulative.
and what
Yes.
I was told, you know, oh, you setting boundaries and stuff. I should have set boundaries. You should have. Well, but why didn't
You
you?
should have. You should have. You was over here trying to come up with your own program and
You
it didn't work out well.
you should have set boundaries. I mean,
Mhm.
who am I to go against your boundaries that you set? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
know, set your boundaries. Yeah, that's I'm gonna set boundaries. That's how I'm gonna keep my peace. No, just don't be popping up at my dang own house
Yeah. Yeah.
just because you
Just
think you
because we share
live here.
children together and we
Yeah,
used
and
to
all
live
that.
together,
Yeah,
be together. Yeah.
don't pop
Yeah.
up at my crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't call my kids telling them, oh, I'm coming to get you. Don't say nothing to me. You know, don't
Yeah.
do that. Don't do that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's the
You know?
passive aggressive communication, the hostile communication. Even though they are old enough to have their own phones and able to communicate, an
No,
adult still should be made
shit.
aware of because he is
Yeah,
in charge of the kids or she is in charge of the kids and they is in his or her custody. So the adult
exactly.
definitely should be made aware of
Yeah,
any type of logistics is being arranged, any type of pickup, drop off, any type of wanted days and things like
yeah,
that. I definitely agree. So, question
definitely.
three is, how does unresolved conflict between parents quietly show up in a child's behavior, even when nothing is said out loud? You started off with that. Because I'll say the same thing. Children are very observant. Even when nothing is said, they can feel tension.
Yeah,
They watch
yeah.
tones. They study body language. They notice patterns. It'll lead the unresolved issues show up as anger in kids. Sometimes they'll get emotionally distanced. They'll become manipulative. What they'll do: two birthdays, two Christmases. Oh, my mama give me this since you don't want to get it, daddy. Type
Hey,
stuff. Or my
right,
daddy will give me this because you don't want to get it, mama. They'll
right
begin
here.
to act out for any type of attention, whether it's positive or negative, as long as you're looking at me, as long as I'm the focal point.
Yeah,
Anxiety, really bad anxiety, the nail biting their nails and different stuff like that. The
mhm,
shaking of the legs, different things like that. They may not be able to conceptualize what y'all got going on, but they know it's not right. This ain't how they
Yeah,
used to be. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
They not kids ain't dumb at all. I don't know
yeah,
why
yeah,
people
yeah.
don't think
Definitely.
were we dumb? No, we was not.
Nah, nah. Hey, look, when we say they dumb, it's just because they don't know shit, but they very smart. You know what I'm
They
saying?
very smart,
Like
yeah.
they don't know life situations. You know what I'm saying? But
No, they
but
don't.
but yeah. But as far as that, I mean, in my situation, like it would be a little different for me. Like I don't have no acting out or nothing. What I got
Right.
is because I used to be the hard, strict one, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And now I done had to, linger back because, of
Put
the
some
whole
nurturing in there. Okay. Okay.
because of the
Okay.
whole
Okay.
situation. Yeah. So
Right. Okay.
I literally just had to have this convo with them, with my girls like 30, 40 minutes ago. As far as, hey, look, don't take my kindness for a weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's where
like
that
you,
manipulation at. Yeah.
don't take it for a weakness. You
Yeah.
see, I didn't cut back on being, the hard ass on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because of the whole situation. Don't take my kindness for a weakness. I'm still me. I was still nut up, and
Deliver what I need to deliver.
I will
Okay.
still make it happen to get you back in your place. You know what I'm saying? So don't
Okay.
don't do that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I deal with. Trying to take my kindness for a weakness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they older. They older babies. They older babies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I tell them no boy phone calls. Hell, look, I see my
Mm-hmm.
daughter phone ring, a little boy popping up on. I'm ready to throw that mother into the wall. That's it, man. What the hell
No,
I
you
just
can't
tell
react
you?
like that. You can't react like that because she is shut down and she ain't gonna let you into her world. So I'm glad you didn't throw it on. I'm glad you didn't do that. I'm
I
glad you didn't
I
do
am
that.
her world. Without
No,
me, there is
dang.
no world. Don't
Wait
do it.
a minute, she
I
got a
say
whole world outside of you. She got
I
friends. She got a social life, a
I
social
when
circle. She
when
got
it when
she
it
got her own
comes to
stuff
that
on.
when it comes to that shit. No.
When it
Nope,
comes to them boys,
we ain't doing that shit around here. Nah, not
I'm
right now.
screaming.
Not right now.
I'm screaming. So okay, so hold on. We got to touch on this before I jump to question four.
Let's
So
touch it.
okay, so let's dig into it. Let's dig into it
Go ahead.
just a little
Shit.
bit, just a little bit.
Let's do it. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so my daughters, because I was
Yeah.
a child who was not allowed to engage with the opposite sex until I turned 16, which
Okay.
was very weird and socially awkward.
Hmm.
Because at
Hmm.
this point, I have no idea. This is how
Hmm.
the little girls like me end up with big bad wolves. Because I have no idea what a boy is, what he
Yeah.
like, what he want to
Yeah.
talk about. I have no, because I was not able, it was like an isolation thing. That kind of
Uh,
makes sense.
yeah.
Okay, so with
Yeah.
my daughters, I didn't have no teenage pregnancies, thank God, not none, none, none.
That's what's up.
So I allowed them to start conversing
Hmm.
with little boys in middle school, but it was like
Hmm.
seventh, eighth grade.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
a time limit, and I had to know who it was, that
Hmm.
type of stuff. I never like eased in on their conversations, but just to get you comfortable so you can know the
Hmm.
opposite sex, if that makes
Hmm.
sense what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They were not allowed to date until they were 16, though.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
They weren't allowed to have a little boyfriend. They wouldn't allow, and definitely none of that at the house stuff. It was always y'all got to go somewhere, and
Yeah.
dropping off, picking up type stuff. But if you be like that, they don't get no experience because you'll find little girls, and
Yeah.
and this is no shade to none of the high school sweethearts or anything like that. You'll find little girls who was never able to socialize with me, attached to one man and
Hmm.
stay with that one man because that's all. This is, oh my God, he made my heart flutter, but this is the only heart flutter you've ever experienced. So you
Yeah.
don't even know
Yeah.
what you really like. You didn't tied yourself down. And I didn't want that for my daughters. I didn't want them
Yeah.
tying themselves down with somebody from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old talking about this the love of my life. No, you don't have no, that's not the love of your life.
Yeah.
Again, this is not nothing to the people that married their high school sweethearts. This is not, that's not what I'm saying. That don't have nothing to do
Bullshit.
with
Hey,
y'all.
hey, them folks knew they grew apart. They just worked it out.
They
That's it.
just they worked through, they probably worked through their they work through their
Yeah,
stuff.
them
But
folk knew their
no,
girl
that's
folk.
not normal
Yeah,
for your child to tie themselves down. They don't know what they first of all, they don't even know who they are at that young of an age. They stuff
exactly.
change frequently. One minute they want their hair this way, one minute they eat tacos, next minute they on the chicken strike. They don't know what they want. But you gonna
Man,
tie
dog.
yourself down with him because he give you butterflies. Yeah. So I always encourage people to let them socialize,
Yeah.
not necessarily like, you know what I'm saying. Everything come with boundaries,
See,
balance.
yeah.
And yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
See,
all. That's all. That's
see,
all.
like with me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just this hard ass when it comes to that. Now, again, I
No,
have
no,
two.
no. You
I
protective because you a man. You know how boys'
yeah.
brain think. I don't know how boy brain think. I'm a girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Hey,
a woman.
and
Yeah,
that's the
you a
thing.
man. So you
See,
know what they want. You know what the objective is.
and
But
there you
the
go.
daughters, we gotta gain that experience so we learn how to vet them at a very I taught them how to
No,
vet men at a very do that make sense what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I get what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like,
Cause
and that's what I'm about to like. Again, I have two daughters, so
yeah,
you know,
right, right.
one is a teenager and the other one is not. That teenager, I mean, you know what I'm saying, she does, you know, have her little friends that are boys. I don't like saying boyfriends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Cause they
yeah,
just homeboy. I call them homeboys. These are
yeah,
homeboys. Yeah.
yeah. She got her little
Yeah.
homeboys or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, that excuse me, that younger one of mine, you know, she 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 she's still young. You know what I'm saying? Like
She's
it's
still
a
young.
little too
Which is
little
fine. Which
too
is
young for
fine.
that. You
Yeah,
know, and I
she is.
mean, as far as it goes, as far as you know,
Yeah, well, only if
I
they
let them
bring it
know.
to you. It's nothing I never forced on them, but when I saw the curiosity there, that's when I had the conversation. That makes sense. Like how you seen the
Yeah.
phone, seen them popping. Okay, we need to sit down and have a
I,
talk.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying. I've done that. You know, I keep it 100 with them. Hey, look, I let them know. Hey, these little boys ain't shit. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Yeah, we
yeah.
not shit.
But
Okay.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah. But and
but
again, Dave, you can't with girls, you can't drive that fact home because it's kind of like, do my daddy know what he's talking about? And they'll further go
hell
seek
yeah,
that man. That kind of makes sense what
yo,
I'm saying. So
yo,
it's
daddy,
balanced with everything. This parenting shit, it's balanced
yo,
with everything. It
yo,
is.
daddy is that nigga. I ain't divorced for no reason. Now, you know what I'm saying. You better. Hey, look,
Okay.
I ain't saying you better listen to me, but at the same time, take
I'm not gonna
heed to
steer you
what I'm.
wrong, which is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know
which
what I'm
is true.
saying.
But
So
as with all them hormones and all this and all that, and the social media and the friends and all this and all that, it's a lot
yeah,
more. Yeah, it's a lot more influence. Besides it, with us, it was just the homegirls and homeboys. Like it
yeah,
wouldn't know
yeah.
social media, it wouldn't know TV, it wouldn't know, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Adults having grown conversations with kids
You
and
you
yeah,
know my thing. I just try to keep them. You know what I'm saying? Because these little like I just told my daughter. You know what I'm saying? My youngest daughter. You know, because like my oldest daughter, I know she has buku loads of young lady friends.
right.
My youngest daughter, I have yet be introduced to any female friend or anything. You know, but at the
She
same
might not
time,
be
like
real social. She might not
I
just
mean,
be so
that's cool, but
yeah.
like I told her though, you know what I'm saying, is you better be careful too hanging around all these dudes, cause you know that's BS can
That's a
start
bad
that way.
reputation too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
exactly. Hey,
Yeah,
look, you get a little boy go back here and say, "Oh, I kissed her," and when this nigga probably
yeah,
laid his lips on you, you know what I'm saying? But now here you go.
right.
We now the rumor around. Oh, you can go kiss her. She kissing. Hey, go
She
get the
kissing,
kisses.
she
Yeah,
kissing.
you know what I'm
That is
saying?
how little boys be too.
Then that's
Remember
how
the
it
whole
go.
little touch her butt. She'll let you touch her butt. You touch her butt. She'll let you
Now,
touch her butt. Yes, but your babies know boundaries, and by her being in that
man,
environment, I know, I get it. 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 Believe me, and I get it. I think a little bit more because I got a daughter who's special needs, and she's 14, so she's
okay.
entering that world. So I'm like, oh my god, my baby at a disadvantage, and she beautiful, nice little. I just like, oh god. What do
Hmm.
I do? This a different type. I'm entering a different type of. So what do I
Yeah,
do? Yeah, what do I
yeah,
do?
yeah,
Because yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Getting it
yeah.
from my mama ain't a good situation right now,
Yeah,
huh?
exactly, exactly. Because what do I do? Because what do I do, Lord? What do I do? Okay, we're gonna move to
Oh,
question four. We're gonna move to question four. Why does some parents weaponize access, communication, or flexibility instead of focusing on a child's well-being? Why do some
Ignorance.
parents? Why you think parents do that, Day? Why you think in
I-
co-parenting and in co-parenting situations? Why you think parents do
ignorant,
stuff like that?
ignorant, bitter, mad. Shit, hating on the
Bingo, bingo.
hating on the other person. They doing better without you. So now you mad. Yeah,
Absolutely.
just bitter. Shit, mad. Hey, look, they done moved on. Shit,
Mhm.
mad cause they ain't sad cause they ain't with you no more. It's a bunch of different scenarios that can play off into that situation why they want to
Yeah,
be ignorant.
definitely. But it's all the root of it is all what
it,
emotions. All
it,
of it is all feelings. The root of
that's
it is all standing in them feelings is a dangerous place to be.
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
dangerous place to be. So I put when a parent control access, it's gonna be basically the same thing you say. When a parent control access, manipulates flexibility, withholds communication, it usually isn't a strategy. Again, guys, there this is not nothing they plan. This is not nothing they sit up and think about like,
Mm,
oh, how I'm gonna get back at them. Oh, how I'm gonna do this. It's unregulated emotions. Whatever they're feeling is what they move on. This is
Do
not strategized.
do
This is
you
not oh sitting back. How I'm gonna hurt him? How I'm gonna hurt her? No,
are you sure?
I'm sure it's unprocessed hurt that's spilling to power plays. When someone lacks emotional regulations, their
Mhm.
feelings start running a dynamic.
So you don't think that I'm not like some okay, what you're saying, some, yeah, it may just come off, as that way, but you don't think it's some out here that deliberately sit back and try to like,
Sabotage.
yeah,
I do think there are some who sit back and sabotage, but the root is still what? Feelings. You sitting
feelings.
back sabotaging because you in your feelings. Your feelings are hurt, you
Mm-hmm.
bitter, you it's residue there. Them all feelings. So you festering. Yeah, you sitting there and get that's all feelings. All feelings.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
me, because
I mean,
me
yeah, yeah. I
personally,
mean, I guess men don't talk a lot about emotions. Even though y'all have emotions too, even though there are, we call them bitter baby mamas, bitter baby daddies. I don't like to use the term baby mama, baby daddy, but y'all know that.
yeah, yeah.
But there are people who are stuck on kind of like how dare you, or stuck on kind of like just feelings. It's feeling a lot of
It,
resentment, a lot of regret. Yeah, like
it should just be so dumb to me. It's just like you can't just like you doing this on purpose. You gotta be like it just be so
and they
crazy. Maybe
really
that's
not. They
just me.
just don't have no control. That's the scary part. You in your 30s, you close to your 40s, you close to your 50s, and you still don't have control on when to calm down, on when to
Yeah,
soothe yourself, on when to regulate, when to separate
yeah,
real stuff from this is my
yeah,
feelings. Yeah.
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 I was talking about that the other day. You're not about to get a reaction out of me unless I want to give
Yeah,
you a
that
reaction. You know what I'm saying?
that part. That
Yeah,
part.
I don't give a damn what you say to me. Is if I don't want to react, and you can call me my mama a fat bit. Don't. If I don't want to slap you in your face, I ain't gonna slap you in your face. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not gonna do it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna laugh
exactly.
at you. I'm gonna just laugh at you and call it that. That's just that. You know
Okay. And question 5, can parallel parenting still be healthy, or do people sometimes label dysfunction as boundaries?
how do you label dysfunction as boundaries?
So, I have yet to see a healthy version of parallel parenting. Because
Yeah,
parallel parenting again is, your rules is at your rules at your house,
exactly,
your rules is at your
exactly.
so to me, parents can barely parallel parenting can be functional, but it's rarely warm, it's rarely structured, it's distant. Where people get confused is when the labels dysfunction as boundaries. Real boundaries protect peace. Dysfunction boundaries protect ego. Yeah, it
Right. That's what
protects
I'm saying. How
ego.
do you
Yeah, yeah,
have?
yeah. So like it's like yeah, parallel parenting done right. Yeah, it's kind of like yeah, the only way you can really parallel parents right to me is like clear court mandates, limited contact, strict structure, child focused decisions only. But yes, it can still be confusing for the kids because there's no consistency.
Parallel parenting is it sounds
It's
like it should be something as far as okay, because you now as far as custody wise, as far as kids, you got some
yeah,
people who got custody, they only get the kids on the weekend every 2 weeks. You got some folks who get their kids, you know what I'm saying? They split the time during the week. Now,
right.
if I'm splitting the time during the week, yeah, I mean, I may end up paralleling in because of the simple fact what I have going on at my place may
Hmm.
not be going on over there. I mean, yeah, them little now if we talking about a every 2 week visit on the weekend for 2 days. No, you keep that stuff. You keep that. No, we ain't doing that. Because you don't.
Yeah.
You over here for 2 days. You.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
look.
please abide by my rules and how I raise the kid. That's all. Those are the boundaries. Please abide by. But when the dysfunction, or when somebody try to label your boundaries as dysfunction, is because they want to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you kind of get what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's talk. Oh, you doing too much. Like this,
Yeah.
you just trying to be controlling. You don't know what you
Nah.
talking about. Those
Not.
kind of statements
Not.
start
Not
coming
at
out.
all. Not at all. Because
Yeah, yeah.
I see the ratchetness in my daughters every time. You know what I'm saying? They
Every
come
time
back
they
off
come
of here.
back, you got to
Hey, I
reprogram them.
gotta
You get what
eat.
I'm saying? They got to readjust it on how. So
Like,
now what you're doing is creating internal conflict because now they got two identities.
yeah,
This is who I am with my mama. This is who I am with my
yeah,
father. But where do I
yeah,
truly reside at? Because my mother
yeah,
is expecting me to act this way because this is the
yeah,
behavior she role model. My
yeah,
father is expecting me to act this way because this is the behavior he's role modeling.
yeah.
So what do? I'm gonna blend the two and shit, let the chips fall where they may. And this is where you had the kids.
You got,
Yeah,
you got,
you kind of get what I'm saying.
you,
Yeah.
not now. You got a sagging doctor in the surgery room with
Okay.
pants hanging off his ass while he cutting on your stomach. Man, what the
Okay, got your chest wide open, nail belt on.
hell? Oh, ratchet, nerdy ass motherfucker.
Oh
That's what
my
you is.
God.
But yeah, I mean, that again, parallel parenting. Now that I know the name,
It's
it's
basically for parents who just can't get along at
alone.
all, and
Yeah,
that is your base solution. Like that is the
yeah.
very base solution. It's just kind of like I had a child with this person. This person got a
But
kid with me. Here, you take it. I take it. We're gonna raise it,
but
and hopefully it turned out
but
okay.
but then how you
Yeah.
handle that? Now you gotta you don't want to bring the child into it, but at the same time,
Same
now you
time,
got
you are.
you got to kick it with the child though and let them know if that's how you
Yeah.
maneuvering, if that's how you parenting, you gotta let them know. Look, this gonna go down over here this way. You gonna be able to do that. You ain't gonna be able to do that over here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You gonna be able to do this over here. You ain't gonna be able to do that over here. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I hate to be that way with it, but that's just how it's going. That's just the way
That's
it
how the
is. So
chips. That's how the chips gonna fall. That's how
you
it
know,
go.
so when you come back in this door, hey, hey, look, I don't want to hear sexy red blasting on the surround sounds. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
Hmm.
hear that. I don't want to the old talking back and all of that. I don't want to hear that crap. You know what I'm saying? Leave that
No,
over
because it
there.
changed the mindset. What you feed your mind is definitely important.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to question six, but question six, it all kind of tie in together, kind of build on each other. What roles does emotional maturity play in successful co-parenting, and what happens when only one parent has it?
Oh man,
Oh Lord, oh that's deep, ain't it? Oh God,
man, I
oh
mean,
Lord.
oh
Oh
man.
Lord, because it all kind of build, it all goes together, guys. It all kind of build on each other. So the question is, what role does emotional maturity play in successful co-parenting, and what happens when only one parent has the emotional maturity?
Shit. And look,
That's
when only one parent
parent.
has, now you back at the parallel, yeah.
You have
Shit.
parallel parent. Good
You back
job,
at the
man.
parallel.
Good
You
job.
back,
Good
you,
job.
you back at it. But no, it's first of all, it can do like co-parenting is not me personally, I don't think that is hard.
Me either.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think
I don't
it's the yeah. I don't think it's hard either. I don't think it's unaccomplishable.
no, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you have the people who make it hard, so but
Right.
it the emotions, it just, it you
Them feelings gonna get you every time. Stay out them feelings.
yeah,
I
that
put I put emotional maturity means feelings do not override responsibilities. Ego does not override obligations. Temporary emotions don't disturb long time stability.
mhm,
When only one parent has it, whew,
mhm,
that
yeah,
mature parent would need therapy. That mature parent gonna need faith. That mature parent gonna need strong boundaries. That parent gonna need self control
uh,
because you're gonna be ready to slap the taste.
uh,
That parent gonna need emotional intelligence because managing someone with low regulation, that is not light work. That is not light
man,
work at all. This is heavy over here. Play
hey,
real heavy.
hey,
Okay, that would not be.
these gray hairs real from it now. Shit, for real, that shit real. But nah,
Yes.
you definitely need to be mature, man. It's
Yeah.
and it's so many immature people out here that handle these situations in the wrong dang on way. And I'm not sitting up here saying that I'm being mature
No, no, we're not saying that.
the whole
No,
time. You know what I'm
no.
saying?
We learned from our experience. We just teaching what
Yep.
we just talking about what we learned. It has been moments where probably both parents was immature and we seen how it affected me. I seen how it affected the kid. I seen how it affected Eric. And I'm like, yeah, you gotta chill. This ain't like you gotta figure
Yeah.
something else out. Like, let's take a step back, figure some stuff out type
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
we not sitting here saying we perfect. We not sitting here saying we ain't never crashed out. We not sitting
at
here
all.
saying none of
Right.
that.
At
What
all.
we're
But
saying is crashing out and doing all that and being all emotional, you're not only affecting yourself, you're affecting the entire dynamic
yeah.
significantly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I mean,
yeah.
you can still grow. I mean, like I say,
You can at any age. Any age.
I didn't start off, you know what I'm saying, hey, being this old smooth, wanting to be co-parent, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, right.
it came with the growth. Like, look, man, I'm tired of doing this, man. Like,
Yeah.
what we
Well,
gonna do? We gonna work together or we ain't gonna work together? What we gonna do, bro? Like, if we ain't gonna work together, I don't be expecting me to put up with your nonsense, you know?
mm-hmm.
That's just
Yeah.
all it is to it. That's the mature way. Don't sit up here and going back and forth with each other over the BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no point of going back and forth. Yeah, because especially if
No.
it's something over the child, if it's something that the child need, what I'm gonna
Right.
sit up
Yeah,
here going
especially
back
at
and
the
forth with you.
yeah, yeah. And the only time I've ever experienced the back and forth is because everybody got a different level of care that they care for their child. Even when y'all in a
Hmm.
relationship, I still feel like each parent care for the child differently and want the
Hmm.
child to experience and have certain things. So the only time I've
Yeah.
ever experienced that was when I felt this was needed, this was necessary, and this is how I care for them. And the other person was kind of like, nah, it ain't really that deep. They can have
Hmm.
these. And I'm like, yeah, I never really bought that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
that's see, it's so much. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wait, man, I swear, yeah. It's like you've been living my life or something, man.
Man, because I just do this because we not alone. Everybody be
Yeah,
feeling like they
yeah.
situation is, hey, Coco girl. She said, go here, girl. You right according to me, even though I never experienced that. Sound like me though. Nah, Dave Jones, we not saying you ain't no me.
Co-
But yeah. So yeah, I yeah, so that's definitely definitely something. Okay, so y'all, so we're gonna move to question 7. How do you explain complex parenting dynamics to children in an age appropriate way without overburdening them? Woo! Because I be seeing parents dump heavy stuff on babies.
yeah,
I see parents
yeah,
dump heavy stuff on little babies, middle babies,
yeah,
big
yeah,
babies. I done seen parents dump
yeah,
all fill their kids with all kind of emotional hatred, all kind of stuff. I didn't
yeah,
telling them that
yeah,
they mamas and daddies ain't shit. What is a 3-year
yeah.
old gonna do with that information?
Man, come on, man. Dude. man.
Yeah, like what is a 7, 6 year old supposed to do with that kind of information? They don't know what you're talking about. All they know is you keep saying they daddy and mama ain't shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, that
They can't
that
even
that
conceptualize what you're trying to put on them. So what would you say will be since you got bigger teenage kids and young adults, how would you explain complex parenting dynamics to a child in an age appropriate way without overburdening them?
shit. I mean, now as far as the
I would,
overburden part, I mean
yeah,
that's all on how the child going because you can break it down the softest way possible. But hell, if that child hurt by the situation, hell, they
yeah,
just hurt by the situation. But me personally, you know, I sat mines down like, look, me and your moms, hey, we choosing to go our separate ways. Things
right,
ain't gonna be the same around here no more. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
not just not I'm not sitting here saying that either one of us gonna love you either any less or anything like that.
right.
It's just we not together no more. We still love you the same, still gonna be taken care of. You
Okay.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that
It's
was a
just
very good way. That was a very good way. That was a very good way. Y'all did a good job with that. Well, you or her, whoever started to sit down there, even if you did all the talking, that's cool. Y'all did a good job with that. For
yeah.
me, because I got a mixture age of kids, and
Mm,
I have some special need kids, so I said age appropriate truth sounds like mommy daddy can't get along right now, so we live separately, but we love you both the same. And
mm-hmm.
honestly, not oversharing or blaming them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I did it. A lot of people didn't like that. Like, why you tell them y'all don't get along? Because what reason I'm gonna give them that we separating? They little kids. That kind of
Right,
makes sense what I'm saying.
right,
Where the
right.
bigger kids is like, okay, y'all going. We kind of know what kind of, you know what I'm saying. We seeing y'all argue and stuff like that. A little kid would be like,
Yeah,
"Well, why you don't love my daddy anymore? You don't love my mommy
right.
anymore?" Type stuff. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like an
Yeah,
elementary age kid, yeah.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
so they was kind of like that's oversharing. I didn't think it was oversharing though. It was just kind of showing like this is how we resolve conflict. If we can't get
Yeah,
along, then we need to separate.
yeah.
Yeah,
See,
that's just yeah.
that's one thing though about mine, and I told the asses too. You better keep that same energy about me too. But my kid, my daughters, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I
Yeah.
don't speak on their mom or anything like that.
Right,
But
right.
hell, I may end up, you know what I'm saying, venting and probably mad about something and probably say something, and they'll be like, hey, be easy. Like
Right.
don't,
I
don't,
feel
talk,
it. I
don't
feel it. I feel it. It be like
you
that
know.
sometimes.
And
It
I
be
have to
like that
tell them like
sometimes.
shit, hey look, you better keep that same energy when something
What
said
so
about
soon as
me.
they talking slick about me, okay?
You
Soon as
better
they talking
come the same
Coco
way.
talking about Coco talking about give me what you got in that glass, Dave Jones. And then her
Ah,
second her second one was at least if you explain it when they understand, they'll love you for that. Absolutely, they will. You know how many of us have seen people yeah, I know a lot of y'all. I'm sorry, and this not no shade. This not trying to make y'all upset or tell nobody's story or life story. I don't know what y'all had going on, but I did in my
mm,
neighborhood seeing many single mothers and they kids had a bunch of uncles running in and out the front door and stuff like that. Yeah.
man,
So
dog.
man. So it's better than telling them that oh this your uncle, this your mama friend. It's better than them seeing stuff like that versus you sit down and tell them the truth
Man,
type vibe.
I had that happen before. Like, hey, this your
Shut up,
this your
Dave.
this your Uncle Dave. Like, nigga, what? I don't know this little nigga. What you talking about? I'm not his uncle. Don't tell that boy I'm his uncle.
Oh, because he
Like,
might not
like,
never see me again after tonight.
where Uncle Dave at? What do you mean? Like, nah, there was never
That's
no
so
Uncle Dave.
toxic. That
Like,
is manipulative too. Because
I,
now you know, especially if somebody got a soft spot for kids, you're gonna tell this child that I barely know you.
I
The uncle.
this
Jeez.
is
Unky at the door.
my point exactly. I don't know you. How the hell am I his uncle? No.
How?
Don't introduce that kid. Don't introduce me. First of all, don't introduce me at all unless we
Yeah,
on that
why is your
level.
child even here? I'm trying to
Yeah,
get to know you. What is going on, man?
yeah.
What
Unless
is
we
going on? We
really,
on a triple date?
yeah,
What is this?
unless we really ready to take that step. I ain't even
Please
trying
don't
to.
introduce me to the children.
Yeah, because I don't want to be known as Uncle Dave. Like
Okay, because
nah.
my mama got a friend named Uncle Dave. Now he telling the daddy. Not a daddy on social media
Oh
looking up
shit.
Dave's. Is it
Hey,
this
look.
Dave? Is it this Dave? Is it this Dave?
Hey,
Is it this Dave?
how you know? How you know? How you know that's how it went? Shit. I ain't playing. Like who am I?
Guys,
Who
people
who?
toxic and they childish and they immature.
That's exactly how it went too.
That's
Shit.
exactly how it's
Call,
always gonna
call,
go. Because guess
calling
what?
like
My daddy didn't already put a bug in me and program me. If mommy have any company or people around, let
yeah,
me know. These are the type of
yeah.
adult conversations they have with children when they in their feelings.
Nah, quit being
Yes.
nosy. Hey, look, don't worry about who in mama and don't worry about who daddy in. You don't worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about
Okay.
that. Yeah, cause daddy, hey, look, daddy ain't worried about who in mama, and I hope mama ain't about who daddy is. Shit, so keep it
Okay.
pushing. Keep it pushing. Yeah, shit, ain't none of your business. Shit, yeah, that's for real.
That's for real. Stay in the kids' place, but okay, we're gonna
Baby.
move to question eight. What generational patterns tend to repeat in dysfunctional co-parenting setups? And how do we consciously interrupt them? Like, how do we start? Like, what's so for me, I put common patterns. In most of the co-parenting situations I've seen, I've never really seen a healthy one. I've heard of them, but I've never witnessed a healthy co-parenting situation. One parent
Really?
to me, yeah, one parent to me always carry most of the load. It's a lot of
Oh
emotional
yeah.
absence, like power imbalance, cultural norms that excuse irresponsibly,
Mm-hmm,
um is but what I have noticed lately in our societal norms and trends is that
mm-hmm,
a lot of more moms are walking away, like a
mm-hmm,
lot of more single dads are stepping up and stepping in. We
mm-hmm,
watching the shift in structure.
mm-hmm,
So I've never seen a generation where the women are starting to leave the children with the men. That is structurally changing the dynamic.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and that require, I
Yeah.
mean, but we're changing it for real, we're try emotional maturity and accountability, not just biology. They just be leaving the daddies with the kid. I really started seeing the trend take off when I was working at Target, and a couple of guys there, no lie, we had to be in our late 20s, mid 20s. A couple of guys there had newborns, y'all. Newborns, and the mamas was nowhere to be
Rolling
found.
with them.
Like she just
Man.
dropped the baby off. Like you dropped your brand new, fresh out the vagina baby with a man who ain't got no
Hey.
experience.
Hey.
He at
Hey.
home with a 2 month old asking his coworker, you know what I'm saying? He got siblings and sisters and stuff like that, but still like and the
Yeah.
trend just been escalating since then. That was like 2010, and it's
Yeah.
a lot of men I'm
Well,
starting to see with houses full of kids that they didn't create. Even multiple baby mamas dropping the kid like, oh y'all,
yeah.
he with the and they hanging out.
Well, I don't, and I'm not about to, I don't, and I'm not trying to knock my children's
Right,
mother or anything like that. I wouldn't dare sit here and
right,
speak bad on her or whatever. But at the
right.
same time, like at the end of the day, that father could be more maturely responsible and can handle it.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of more men stepping up to the plate. Yeah, like where they taking on the responsibilities. Where
Like,
back in the day, if mama didn't want the baby, it wasn't going with daddy. It was
yeah,
going where grandma house. Grandma was
yeah,
raising
yeah,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah, or
See,
she
cause
was
like,
moving back home and leaving the baby with grandma.
yeah,
But
cause
now
let's,
they leaving them with the daddy. Oh,
yeah,
yeah, which is
let's
where
not
they belong. But it's just still alarming because as a woman, we have a
yeah,
nurturing a bond. It's very alarming that they have these masculine mindsets and don't even recognize it.
yeah. See, cause
Yes, it's very alarming. Yeah.
I didn't start off, you know what I'm saying, with my
No,
kids,
no,
you
no,
know what
no,
I'm
no.
saying? Like it came along because of the simple fact, like mom, it was just too much, dealing with
It was
work.
pressure. Life. Shit,
Yeah,
life was happening.
dealing with work, trying to deal with them, because these jokers, if you let them, oh, they gonna run over you.
Yeah,
They
they
gonna run
will. Why
over you.
wouldn't
You know what I'm
they?
saying?
That's what
So
rules
it's
for it. Yeah.
excuse me. But yeah, I think it was just too much, you know what I'm saying? Too much on there. And me,
Mentally,
yeah,
emotionally,
mentally, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And especially the mentally part, you know what I'm saying? Like, but me, I'm strong minded. Don't get me wrong, hell, I have my days, shit, but at the same
Absolutely.
time,
We human. Yeah.
You will never know unless I say something to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about
Yeah.
to be walking around here with the, well, I don't know. Folks say I look mean all the time, but at the same time, I'm cool as
That's
hell.
just from growing up where
But
we grew up. They'll be all
but Houston, but yeah, I don't let it bother me. Like it's hell every day. You know what I'm saying? Trying to deal with these jokers, you know. But at the same time, I'm more. I don't. I guess you strong minded. You know, more strong willing
Yeah, more resilient
to
and stuff
deal
like
with
that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. Where it was
yeah.
just
I
like, oh,
mean,
this too much, because she probably was so used to share responsibilities, and
yeah,
then with
big facts.
everything, where okay, I'm taking the kids, I'm leaving. Remember, women used to walk out the door and take the kids. They ain't doing that no more. They ain't doing that no more.
Yeah, you know,
So she probably took him and was like, I got this. I don't need him. That was all what?
yeah,
Emotion. She was emotionally fueled. I got
yeah.
that. We don't need him. Won't. Got in there and was like, you know what? They is like 12. This one like
Hey,
14. This one about
hey,
16. They can clean up. They can cook. You know what? I do
yeah,
need a break.
yeah.
You know what? Y'all can have you know what? I'm
Man,
just gonna get myself together and I love y'all and y'all daddy love y'all and here you go.
hey, see that right there, man. Like as far as like, cause I know like when mine's, you know, we first split and she had them, and I'm like, dude, I'm trying to tell her like you can't let the kids, you know what I'm saying, just run over you and stress you like that, you know, like these jokers they don't give me they give me problems, but shit, like nah, hell, I'm down here like in my area
Mhm.
is we pretty much they got their own crib and I got my
Right.
own, you know,
Yeah, your own
like they
space. Its structure is organized. With her, it was kind of probably chaotic because again, you said
just
she was always the disciplinary. So
yeah,
without with that disciplinary figure gone, shoot, mama the soft one. We about to get down. We about to eat
eh,
snacks. We about to
eh,
stay up late. I'm about to be on my phone. Can we
yeah.
have company? What she gonna say? No.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
that type of stuff
definitely,
right there.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, so
Mm.
last question, last question. What does success look like when co-parenting isn't possible? And how do you define winning when peace is the priority?
How do you define success when the
Okay, so it
if
said what does success look like when
mm,
co-parenting not possible? So when co-parent the healthy part, like when y'all not able to co-parent healthily,
yeah, yeah.
what does what does success look like in that dynamic? And how do you redefine winning? Because you in this dynamic where you can't successfully co-parent. And how do you redefine winning when your peace is a priority? Because it again,
I
like
I
if you're
just
dealing with
had
an
this
immature person, y'all most likely y'all parallel parenting, not co-parenting. So the
yeah,
person that is emotionally mature again need that therapy, that faith, them strong boundaries, that self-control.
yeah.
And co-parenting when it's not possible, I always say go through the court system. I know y'all hate the court. I know, but it gives structure
Yeah.
exchanges and it
Uh,
ease up some of that stress though. Yeah.
the court was they all right with me. Shit.
Okay. Okay. Because women can pay
Hey,
child support too.
hey,
Don't let it fool you. Women can pay
hey.
child support too. Please don't let it fool you.
Let me
Please
get that.
don't.
Let me
Please
get
don't,
that.
because they can't. Women can pay child support too. Please, go down there and
Uh,
go file a motion, baby. Anything you want. If you want your case reviewed, go down to the Penobscot building, fill
Yeah.
out the waiver, fill it out, and
Yep.
they gonna give y'all a hearing. Y'all gonna sit down and y'all gonna talk to somebody. You don't
Don't
like
be
how
scared.
nothing going. You can't see your kids. She won't let you see your kids, or he won't let you see your kids. Go file a motion.
Go.
Go
Yeah,
file a
go.
motion. Go file. Do
Yeah,
not listen to these people out here in the streets. They do not
yep.
know what they're talking about.
Go.
Go file
Yeah,
a motion and settle it.
definitely.
If y'all can't settle
Definitely.
it in front of the judge, they gonna give y'all a mediator. The mediator gonna
Yeah.
sit down there. Y'all gonna go see the judge again. You can't do it again. Y'all just gonna have to keep going to court till y'all come to a
Hey.
resolution. But at least
Or
it's peaceful and safe. Y'all in here with police officers. Y'all in here with witnesses. Y'all in here with
yeah.
bailiffs. It's a structured environment. That's all it is to keep y'all from physically harming yourself. That's all. That's all it is. Physically, or even if you hurt or insults, sit there and be calm because it's gonna make that other person look emotionally unstable.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
mean, Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
go. Yeah,
I always
get
say,
down there.
yeah, when it, yeah,
But
pretty much peace. When you
but
in situations like that with people you done broke up with and y'all share life together and they still resentful and bitter and stuff like that, the
yeah,
best thing to me is acceptance. You have to accept that person will never be who you wanted them to be. They not gonna never be the mama you wanted them to be. They not gonna never be the daddy you wanted them to be. They not gonna let it go. Just this is
yeah,
who they are right now. This is what you're dealing with right now. I don't know if they'll grow. We don't know. We don't know.
yeah.
We got 60-year-olds still think like 14-year-olds. Y'all be seeing them at the store with the
Man,
gas
come on.
station Detroit hats on and the do-rags, the max pants hanging off. They got jerseys on top of white tees. You know what I'm saying? They about 60, 70 years
Hey,
old, gray beards and stuff.
hey,
Y'all see them.
hey. They still young, man.
They still okay.
But yeah, but no, me personally, as far as to your question, I mean, I
I've been
judge
trying
mine.
to.
I judge mine off of, what I'm saying, how good my kids is doing.
Yeah, okay.
Like I
That's a
try
good way
not
to
to.
look. That's a really, really good way to look. That's a really, really great way to evaluate that, y'all. He said he often look at his co-parenting dynamic if changes need to happen based on the kids' behavior and how it's affecting them.
Yeah,
That's a really good one.
like there's another conversation because I'm always having conversations with these kids. But another one that I just had with them, like I just told my youngest daughter, because my oldest daughter, she's straight A student. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My youngest daughter, she's still at an age where they don't get them letter grades, right? But
Okay.
like I told her, shit. Once you get to them letter grades, you bring straight A's in here. You know what I'm saying? Like your sister, ain't nothing nobody can tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
right.
as far as how I'm handling
How to
things, how I'm
reward
doing things.
them, how to discipline
Yeah,
them, and things
all of
like
that,
that. Yeah, I
all of
get what
that.
you're saying.
Because it now that's about the only thing that. Well, I'm not gonna say the only thing that we on board about, but that's one of the things that we are definitely on board about and see eye to eye as far as them getting
That education. Okay.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I don't look. I used to tell my son all the time. You know what I'm saying? I go to the store, boom, standing outside the liquor store. I said, dude, don't be like that, dude. Don't be
Yeah.
like that, dude. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And that's just how I judge it. If they doing, you know what I'm saying, what they supposed to do, you know what I'm saying. I'm still got a work in progress with my boy, you know what I'm saying, but we getting there,
Right.
but
But
at
it's
the
just to
same
give him
time,
real life examples of this is where you could end up if you don't take life serious. And it's not to say that those people
yeah,
at the gas station didn't take life serious. Something happened along the way and they
shit
lost it all.
happens. Yeah, shit
Yes, they lost it
happens.
all. And the people will see crazy people out on the street and assume that they're crazy. No, something happened to them and they never came up out that.
Shit, yeah, I had a dude,
Absolutely.
I had a
Hmm.
dude, smartest dude out here, knew every damn thing, smoking with somebody. They had this joint laced. Now you'll catch this dude standing outside in 90-degree weather with a full trench coat and a wool hat on, just standing there. Like, dude, what happened?
Just
What are you
standing
doing?
there out of his
But
mind.
but it
It's not, and
so,
it's
some
not
it's
because he was
something he
born that
did.
way. It's
Yeah,
not because, yeah, exactly. Something
it's
happened to him and he got stuck
and
there.
he was that way. Yeah,
Yes, and
not
he's been that way. Could you imagine being trapped in your mind? Would you keep a job? Would you be able to keep a house? Would you be no, you're not going to be able to function. Those
no.
people, they
Yeah,
can't function. Yeah, they
yeah.
psyche is broken. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know what
Mhm.
happened. You know what I mean? I hate to throw that out there as an example, but if that's, hey,
Yeah,
look,
but that
that
happened.
that that's
That
the
happened
example.
frequently though. That's still happening with young kids, and it's fentanyl and all different kind of stuff. It's a lot of stuff, all the fake pills, all that kind of little stuff.
Man,
Yeah,
these
it's still
kids
happening. That shit's
are
still happening,
they doomed, man. These kids now
man.
is doomed, bro. They
And it's cause
pills.
guess what? Guess people use drugs and alcohol when they feeling the most what emotional. They don't want to feel anything, so
It's
let me numb the
it,
pain.
is that really why?
Yes. When
If
I
I
drink,
take a
when I
sip,
drink, it's to relax my nerves. When I smoke, it's to relax my nerves. It's like, all right, let me calm. You know what I'm saying?
right?
But
See,
where we have balance and control, imagine putting that on somebody who full of trauma, got abuse going on at home and all that
hmm
kind of stuff. All that
Hmm.
stuff would just keep you kind of get what I'm saying, where you just trying to numb yourself up out of that. So now you got a
Yeah.
full blown addiction. Yes.
You know, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, cause
Yeah.
at the same
Hmm.
L, I drink a fifth to the head every goddamn on day. You know what I'm saying? Used to, you
Use
know,
okay.
but at the same time, that's when I was using it as a
As a coping
crutch.
mechanism.
Yeah, but now you know what I'm saying. Like you say,
Like I said, it's
I get
balanced now because it's like
yeah
I can do this when I want to. I don't need this. This ain't. I
yeah
don't gotta stop at the store. I don't gotta have this.
yeah
But
yeah
before it was like, yeah, I gotta hit that store before I get home. I gotta. You kind
yeah.
of get what I'm saying? It's a little different,
That,
but still, it
that
never went past. You still have boundaries because your mind, because again, you still emotionally regulated. You got to think about all the little kids, a 16, 15, 14 year. Oh my God, my life is over. My parents is divorced. I'm not getting
yeah
along with the kids at school. You know what I'm saying? You know
yeah
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
this feels
T
amazing. You know
T
what I'm saying?
T
Because they kids.
TV
Yeah.
drama shit. Yeah.
Yeah, watching. Yeah, all of that. We compete with all of that. I had, man, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic we're gonna have to talk about. Because people used to look at me crazy because I had parental controls on my Amazon, Netflix, and all that type of stuff. Yes, I had 15, 16, 17 year olds in the house, and I didn't want them watching King of Thrones. Why is that okay for your kids to sit up and watch soft porn? Because that's what it
It's
is.
I, I,
Why is it okay? Why is it okay for your kids to sit up and watch soft porn? They just got on gladiator suits. They
you
walk
you
around on the
got
dirt with
you
sandals on.
you just in shock the hell. I've never seen Game of Thrones a day in my life. Man. I have not. You just did kill me talking about some soft porn. Damn, is that really what it's about?
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
hey,
The very first episode, because my daughter, she 19. I think she was probably like 15,
yeah,
16 at the time. And she
okay,
came and I watched different little shows and we was talking and she like, oh, I want to watch Game of Thrones so bad. I said, okay, let me take a look at it first and then I'll let you
yeah,
know. She like all the kids at school talking about it. It's a really good show, rada rada. You know what I'm saying? And we cool. I like the little medieval time. I watch westerns, all that kind of stuff. We not like a
yeah,
boxed in type of family. Yeah.
yeah.
So I cut it off. I'll say 10 minutes into it, it was 2 or 3 sex scenes.
Ah man, you got
Wow,
me fucked
yeah,
up right
that's
now.
too much right here. I was like, yeah, no, you
Hey,
can't watch that. Yeah,
you got
no.
you got me
It was too much.
you got me messed up right now for real, for
Yeah.
real. Hey, cause my daughter, my oldest daughter, she read a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
she reads a
Yeah,
lot. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
And that's a big sign too. That's a big sign too. I want to
and
point out to the parents. Those very straight A students and the very kids, like I got quite a few academic kids. They are
hmm
heavy readers. Get them babies into reading. That reading start
but
early.
but you killing
Yes.
me cause she got a Game of Thrones book. You
Oh,
you killing me.
okay, so
Yeah.
what I would say, I don't know if the book is the same as the show. I don't know if the book is the same as the show.
I I
Um,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I didn't allow her to watch the show until she turned 18. Baby girl binge watched that, okay? Every see she couldn't wait, okay? Couldn't wait to see that little HBO Max special
Yeah,
late night.
I don't think she didn't watched it. I don't know
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah, I be
what.
monitoring all everybody be like, is it that serious? Yes, because it be so much stuff. You just be like, okay, I'll give another example. This is gonna be my last example. Euphoria. I don't know if you ever seen that. It's with Zendaya. She's a young girl, she's in high school, and she's a heroin addict. She became addicted to heroin. Absolutely. She had a mama and a daddy and a sister. Her father ended up passing of cancer.
Mhm,
They was into God. They was Christian people. You know how
mhm.
they it go into the why God, why did this happen to me? Why did you take my parent
Yeah,
away type thing.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I can't remember if the mom ever sent her to grief counseling, but I always recommend that for everybody, especially kids who lose a parent.
Sure.
And then she began to take the daddy narcotics. Like it just started as a pill thing, like, oh, I'm gonna take one of these. She took one right before the funeral. And then she was like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, it was like, oh, I
Yeah,
need another one. And then
yeah.
it went from
She
that
addicted.
to yep. It was a trick. It was like a trickle down effect. Then she started doing fentanyl patches and overdose. It was real bad. But again, it glowed to me. Although it be educational for adults, I felt like that was too sophisticated for my kids to watch. It was feeding them something.
So you think by your kids watching that they would? be like, I wonder, well, she popped the pill, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Not
let me see what
necessarily
that's
like
about.
that, but the way
Hmm.
our kids are set up, how entitled and stuff they are, it would be kind of like excusable, like this is the norm, like I mean, like most of the kids are getting high anyway, like look at the statistics, like
Well, yeah, it
so
is the
yeah,
norm.
like it would be kind of like they pushing it like a norm, although that's not why the film was created.
Yeah.
Letting
But
I mean the series, it was a series, and it just showed her life through high school. It just showed her going to rehab. It showed her like getting into it with her mom, getting into it with the sister. It just showed the life of an addict as a kid.
yeah.
Yeah,
But you know,
yeah.
these kids, man, they learn so like I remember when my son, like he about to be 29, but at the same time, like back in like he was like middle school type deal. I'm picking him
Mhm.
up, you know what I'm saying? You got little kids coming out, they are you fucking vaping? Really? Like you
Yes.
this is a middle
And I be
school.
trying to
So we
figure
got
out who
hey,
bought that for them. Yes,
how are you getting this
yes,
shit?
yes,
And I
yes.
mean, I don't mean
And they
just
be going in the
one or
gas station. My
two.
daughter said they used to go in the gas station and get them. Yes. Sis
And
had
just
sent
be
me a
able to get them.
picture.
See? Yeah,
Send me
nah.
a picture. Sis had sent me a picture of her. Look, she was at school. Send me a picture to some like in class board, right? Whole time is a vape right here, Dave. I send a picture back, circle it back. Where you get that from? Where you get that breeze from? Who bought that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no response. Picture her from school, got the hood on and everything. Cause where you get that from? Who bought that for you? Where you get that?
Hey,
Cause what is you
hey,
doing with a
hey, hey,
breeze?
hey, that's
To
how I
my
be clutching mine.
mommy.
That's how hey look, that's how I clutch mine in my work truck because they be watching me on the camera. Hey, hey, look, I hit it. Hey, look, turn to the blue.
Yes, yeah. And then when
uh
my daughter told me they was at school eating edibles, she said, "Yeah, man, they be at school eating
yeah.
edibles. A bunch of kids went to the hospital sick. Like,
Yeah.
so, but yes, but that mean a lot of the households are out of control too. That means no,
Man,
yeah,
that's
mhm.
exactly what I was about to say. That comes from because like how like if my
What do they
son
even know about an edible? I didn't know about an edible
it,
until I got grown.
man, come on, it's the parents, man. It's the parents.
Yes, y'all sitting up getting
That's a
high in front of y'all kids, showing y'all kid,
everybody,
glorifying it.
yeah, everybody
Mhm.
does it now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the kids sitting back watching it and doing it. Hey,
So
my
y'all
mama
showing
doing it,
them
my
how to,
daddy.
yes, y'all showing them
I'm
how to cope with problems. This is how we
that
cope with our problems. We just sit and
that's
get
one
high.
thing. That's one thing that I'm, happy about as far as my son. You know what I'm saying? As far as the drugs, the drinking and stuff. Like, buddy,
Right,
don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And no, I wasn't a saint, drink, smoke. You know, I ain't did no pills, no lean, or no none
right.
of
No,
that
none of
type of
that
stuff.
other extra.
Yeah, yeah, none of that extra stuff. But at the same
No.
time, hell, he could have grew up and and started doing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just from
Yes,
watching me.
and it would have had nothing to do with your household. It's just the things they influenced
Or
by us, the things that they around. Sometimes
yeah,
it was things happening. Where our daughters was going to parties and kids getting
mhm,
sick because the
yeah,
parents there feeding alcohol. Oh no.
yeah. See, and that's
The
yeah,
parents is there feeding the These ain't kids that then went out and snuck and got bottles like we used to. Like we used to send the crackheads to go get our stuff.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
doing that. It's the
They
parent that
just
went to
let me.
Sam's Club
Nah,
and
I
made
ain't.
jungle juice, and now you feeding it down here to Myers, to the
Then they
Myers and
gave them
stuff.
alcohol
Yeah.
poison making jungle juice. Shit.
Man, for some
Nah.
babies. And
See,
then saying
nah.
all kind of ignorant stuff like, oh, if they do it at home, it's cool. Long as they
No.
do it in front of me, it's cool. Why is
No.
that cool? Why do
No,
you
it's
want
not.
your child drinking? What are they drinking for? What are they
Yeah.
celebrating? What is this for? Like why? To
Yeah.
have a good time? They don't know how to have a good time without that. They
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
start doing a lot of that stuff until we were grown, y'all. Like we wouldn't. I don't. None of my friends for real was drink. Was they having sex? Most of my friends was, but as far as like
Yeah.
drinking, smoking, doing drugs and stuff like that, no, no, heck no.
Man, you know,
Mm-mm. It didn't start really until like 18, 19 and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, for me anyway, my group of people I kicked it with.
you know what? And I'm glad you said that as far as irresponsible adults. Hey, look, because my mom and my auntie probably gonna kill my ass once I say this. But my I remember my first time,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, getting high or whatever, right?
Right.
I was I wasn't nowhere near grown, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, I was influenced by someone that should have been had a better interest in me, not to do that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But I'm over, family house, I'm down there
Mm-hmm.
chilling with the grown fellas. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And there's one particular person, that should have been looking out more in my interest other than what he was, went
Yeah.
on ahead and gave me the shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and that's where it started from. You
It's
know,
culturally and socially. It's
and
culturally and socially accepted. Kind of like this is what men do to kick back. This is how men gather. This is how
and,
men
and,
kick it. This
and
is how we talk.
but
Yeah.
see, that's my whole because I had this whole little issue with my children's mother, a little back and forth because my son don't do drugs, right?
Right.
Now they have an older brother, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, who works at a dispensary, right?
Right.
And they don't seem like that, so I guess to spend time with him, they had my boy sitting up there at the dispensary, and I ain't like that, you know what I'm
No, I
saying?
wouldn't have liked that either. I wouldn't have
And
liked
and,
that
and,
either.
and my explanation I got is what? What's the problem? He don't drink, he don't smoke. And my
She's not
response
old enough.
was
She's not even old enough to be
my
around. You gotta
my
be
my
21.
my response was, hell, you didn't drink nor did you smoke before you started drinking and smoking.
Look,
It,
correct.
it start somewhere.
It
And
starts somewhere, and nine times out of ten, it's your peers that introduce it, or it's somebody
yeah.
very close to you.
And see, and that's where because I was talking to him about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, somebody sit there and try and pass you that thing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know you don't smoke, and he like,
Yeah.
yeah, that somebody did try to, and that's his brother looked out for him. Like, no, don't get that to him. You know what I'm saying? He don't do that.
Right.
And I respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? But my whole issue is don't even
Don't
don't
put
even
him in the
have it. Put him in
environments
that
that are
situation.
harmful.
Don't put
Yes.
him in that situation because now you put him in that situation, and then he
Everybody ain't
goes
gonna be
on
there
to
to catch it. That
eggs.
pressure. We used to call
Now,
it peer pressure. What happened to that? Because ain't
now,
nobody doing peer. Everybody tough now. I don't do peer
now,
pressure. You as
hey,
I see grown-ups doing peer pressure.
man, the whole world is doing peer pressure
Peer
right now.
pressure.
Every last one of you adults is peer pressure right now because y'all trying to live and do what y'all see online.
Yeah.
That's just that.
That's peer pressure.
Your peer pressure to do what this person is doing or to
Your
try
peer,
to.
your peers never change. No matter how old you get, me and Dave, our
Yeah,
peers. Everybody watching is a peer.
yeah,
Guys, our peers.
and that is we're watching these people who, oh, he got a stack of money, oh, well, I want to be like that, or hey, they're doing this to their house, I want to do that. It's
Undo
peer
that.
pressure
Yep.
on. I'm got peer pressure to try and keep up, you know what I'm saying, with
Yes.
these
Keep up.
folks.
Yeah.
That
Why
one
though? Yeah.
thing. I one thing. I ain't got no pressure with keeping up with nobody, man. I don't give a damn what y'all got going on. You throwing up your racks, nigga. I don't give a fuck about your racks, nigga. Hell, hey, look, rich niggas don't show their money, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. We've been learned that.
I
Soon as I see them names with rich, bag, money, or any of
yeah,
that
yeah,
on Facebook, we already know you ain't got no money. We already know. Because
yeah.
if you when you got money,
Like,
you ain't gotta do all that. People
like
people
I,
with money, they money in bank accounts, not on their arm, not on Facebook, not in their hands. They money in the
yeah,
bank account.
yeah. Just like I don't give a damn what kind of car you driving. Hell, hey, look, I can go out here and hop in the joint my son driving right now with the busted damn water hose or whatever, and still be able to
Yeah.
get to the same spot you getting in your so-called luxury vehicle. So I don't give a
Yeah.
damn about what you driving, who you banging, and none of that. I don't care nothing about none of that.
None of that.
I I'm living my life doing what I do. Hey, what they say, stay in your lane. You know what I'm
And
saying?
stay in your life. They don't
I'm
know. They look at
I'm
they doing this.
yeah,
Looking at
hey,
everything
listen,
around
hey,
them. They do it. Dang. TT
I,
and
hey, look, right, hey,
them.
dang, I wonder how they do that. Let's try that. No,
Yeah,
nigga,
keep your
I ain't,
eyes on your own what paper. They've been
hey,
saying that since we was kids.
that's what I love about my oldest daughter. She just said yesterday because she had a teacher say something to her about because she say what she say when she was coming. She say, "Oh, here's Miss thinks she's funny and her little flock that she has." And I say, what? She say, yeah, because they always following her or whatever. And she said the teacher was hating on her, talking about, oh, why you always following her and all this and that. Whoop-de-doo. I say, dude, don't pay that no attention. I say, it's great. You're a leader. I say, don't be no damn
You're
follower. Not to say that,
yeah.
what I'm saying, the people who's following
Yeah,
you
but
are
as a teacher,
are
that show her maturity level. What
yeah, like
what about daughter triggered you so much that you start having to attack
yeah,
her self esteem and her
hey, look,
character?
you hating on
Yeah,
my
what
daughter
what
because
about my baby
she got
triggered
folks
you that
following her.
much?
Hey,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like the girls told her, like, shit, she cool as hell, she funny, she this, she that. Like, dude, why you worried about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my
yeah,
daughter's a leader. Both my daughters, they leaders, man. They ain't
yeah.
no followers, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we look for. That's what we
That's
raising
that's
around here.
exactly what we
You be a
absolutely,
leader. I ain't
absolutely.
following no damn body, man. Don't give a
Yeah,
damn
some of
about what
these
that white
teachers,
person do.
man, some of them teachers, y'all got to start checking them teachers and them emails and stuff too. I done had to cut into a few teachers, because you letting
Yeah,
your feelings dictate your job. Your job is to
yeah,
educate, not tell me how you feel, not tell
yeah,
my child how you feel. Keep your personal
yeah.
feelings to yourself. Your job is
That
to educate. Stick to the
right.
curriculum, stick to the books, and if you gotta, socially help with some conflict or something, but all them personal comments, yeah,
Keep to yourself, right?
yourself. Exactly. That's yeah. Or talk about it amongst the teachers or whatever, because I'm quite sure that's how I came up. I'm quite sure y'all do it anyway. I'm quite sure it's in group chats
Hey,
and all kind of stuff anyway. Yeah.
definitely,
Shit.
definitely.
I
Shit.
had professionally had to cuss out some people. And I said, we need to arrange a meeting with the assistant principal and the principal to let us know how the communication style is supposed to be. Let me know, me. And
Mm-hmm,
sometimes I would never get emails back. Yeah, because not this one. Yeah, I had one
mm-hmm,
teacher gave my daughter a nickname. I'm assuming because she was in a biracial school, a mixed integrated school. Her name is Kimora. And the
mm-hmm,
teacher was like, and some email was kind of like Mora, like it was very impersonal. Calling her
mm-hmm.
Mora. We don't call her Mora. Nobody. That ain't her nickname at
Yeah,
all.
you did
Yeah.
gave her your own little
A
nickname
whole
for her.
little name and stuff like that. Yeah. Because you
Yeah.
frustrated by something that don't have nothing to do with my child. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
that was
man.
all our questions, Dave. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for answering the questions.
Thank you for having me again, man. Y'all support my girl. Quit being scared to answer
I know
these
they be so
questions, man.
scary. They be so, and it's
Yeah,
probably all, and it's all
yeah.
that shit I be talking on Facebook too. You know how they feel. You know how they,
Man,
especially
dog,
about that Trump stuff. You know how they feel about the whole Trump
y'all
stuff.
don't. I don't get off into that, but
Oh God.
y'all don't be scared of this, girls. Don't be scared of them questions. Get on here, man.
No, it ain't
Support,
nothing. It's not that big of a deal,
support her,
y'all. It's not. A lot of people
support her.
can't articulate though. They can think, but a lot of people can't articulate.
Man, look here. We ain't none of us got no damn Albert Einsteins around here.
Okay,
Shit, hell,
it's
we
no exactly,
we,
exactly.
we
Yeah.
just on we just on here speaking life. Shit, that's all it is. Hell, you think I like getting up here telling y'all shit about my life? Nah, but it is what it
And we
is.
all
Shit.
literally going through the same stuff.
Yeah, we going
Literally,
through the
literally
same
on
shit.
some level, we all going
Who
through the same
cares?
thing. On some
Who
level.
cares? Hey, look, I
Yes.
just I just don't give a damn. I don't give a damn that you know who my baby mama is and that I'm talking. I don't get. I ain't said nothing
It
wrong.
ain't
That's the
not, it ain't
point.
like you haven't thrown her
Yeah,
under the bus. You didn't say
yeah.
nothing
That
crazy. You
that what
didn't
I'm
say
saying. Y'all,
nothing.
hey, look, y'all get y'all ass on here and act right. That's the problem. Hey, look, y'all think y'all gonna get on here and say something y'all ain't got no business. Y'all better learn some control,
Yeah, I
self
think that's what
control.
it be. I think after they read the questions, they
Yeah.
be like, damn, I ain't even thought about that.
Yeah,
That
nah,
yeah,
nah. It's
exactly.
different ways you can word this shit. Cause
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
look. I could have been in talk so much shit by now. Y'all will probably be able to describe my baby mama from head to toe. But I ain't got nothing to say about that. You know what I mean? But but we
Exactly.
keep it clean. You know,
We
shit.
do, we do, we do, we
Get
do.
get
We
on here and
definitely
support
do.
her, man. For real, man. I appreciate you having me again.
Thank
Anytime,
you.
like I say, I'm willing and ready, you know what I'm saying, to answer these so-called tough questions. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Shit,
you,
for real.
Dave. Thank you.
For sure.
All
Yep.
right. See you next week. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.